Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we'll be going over the rebuild of the 1968 Tempest Magnum. To stay till the end for the bloopers. Okay, so here we do have the 1968 Tempest Magnum, and as you can see it is a coupe with a very large spoiler in the back, pretty dirty. We at least have all four tires on this one, so it's looking like a barn find. But with that, let's go ahead and check into the specifications. So here we have the 1968 Tempest Magnum. You can see it does have 189,671,000 miles with a weight of 3,527 pounds. Factory tire size of 215 by 75 R14. The rear tires would be 255 by 70 R14 with a factory rim type of rim 35A. We did get this on the auction house. Okay, so I guess it was stored in a warehouse from all the dust. But with that, we have the conditions of the body at 25%, frame at 25%, parts at 30%, and the interior at 27%. So with that, we do have a V8 Hemi 446 pack and a factory power rating of 361 horsepower at 4,565 RPM, factory torque rating of 466 foot-pounds at 2,740 RPM. Looks like our swappable options would be, well, the notable swappable options, the ones you don't see too often, are our V8 Hemi 440 Magnum, a V8 Ford Cobra Jet 429, a V8 2-carb OHV supercharged, a V8 Ford Small Block 302. So those are our swappable options. Now, for the credits on this 1968 Tempest Magnum, we do have a parts value of 14,894 credits and a body value of 5,362 credits for a performance parts value of 0, condition bonus of 0, buy price of 22,987 credits, sell value of 20,256 credits for a profit of negative 2,731 credits. Alright, so as you can see, we do have our 1965 Tempest Magnum in the car wash. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. At the car wash, yeah. Alright, so as you can see, we did go ahead and complete the washing of the vehicle. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and get this vehicle moved over to the left. Alright, so as you can see, we do have the vehicle on the left. So at this point, we're just going to get started by removing those body parts, followed by the interior engine bay parts. Then we're going to get the vehicle put up on the lift and go ahead and get those tires removed. Once we have those tires removed, we'll get started removing the lower mechanical parts from the bottom of the vehicle. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, I was able to get those body parts removed from the vehicle. I then went ahead and removed the interior engine bay parts. We then went ahead and put the vehicle up on a lift and got those tires removed as well. With that, we removed the mechanical parts from the bottom of the vehicle and pulled the engine from the engine bay, put that back on the lift behind us, got started resurfacing those rotors on the lathe. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and get that body welded back to OEM specifications. Then we'll continue resurfacing those rotors as we tear down the engine. And once we get that engine tore down, we'll go ahead and start repairing the mechanical parts, followed by the body parts, and go from there. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, we did go ahead and get that frame welded back to OEM condition, followed by getting the rotors all resurfaced on the lathe. We did go ahead and get that engine tore down, repaired all the mechanical parts as well as the body parts, and we got the engine put back on the lift from there. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and get started rebuilding the engine. Then we'll get it put back on the frame, get that vehicle up on the lift, and get the lower mechanical parts put back in, followed by the rims and the tires, as well as the shock absorbers and struts and all of that. And then we'll go ahead and continue from there. So with that, let's continue. Okay, so as you did see, we did go ahead and get that engine rebuilt. We went ahead and put it back in the frame, and we put the vehicle up on a lift, got those lower mechanical parts put back into the vehicle, followed by the rims, tires, struts, and shocks. At that point, we went ahead and put the vehicle down. So now we're just going to continue by adding those body parts, and then we're just going to go ahead and get the interior engine bay parts put back in there, and we'll go from there. So with that, let's continue. Alright, so as you can see, we did go ahead and get those body parts put back onto the vehicle, and we did get the interior engine bay parts added as well as the fluid to the engine. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and get this vehicle moved on out front, seeing as though all the body parts are the same color. So we'll just go ahead and get it. As you can see, we do have the 1968 Tempest Magnum in the front of the garage. So at this point, we're just going to get started by removing those interior parts. Go ahead and replace them as needed, and then we'll go ahead and see if we can get the vehicle started on the first try. So let's continue. Okay, so we did get the interior parts put back into the vehicle after replacing all of them. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and see if we can get this vehicle started. We were able to get the vehicle started on the first try. And with that, I think the interior of this vehicle screams 1968, as we have that steering wheel, which definitely looks 1968, back when you could get a vehicle inexpensively and they still paid attention to detail. Nowadays you see a lot of rubber, well, it kind of resembles a rubber alloy steering wheel in every vehicle imaginable, unless you pay over $100,000 for it. So, back in the day, when they had style and cheaper cars, I guess you would say. If you look at the shifter here, it is a power shifter, which I've always wanted to try, to be honest. Now, we also have the radio, which does have that classic 68 look to it. I do kind of like that. I have an appreciation for it. And, yeah, cool looking side mirrors, round instead of square. Now with that, let's check out the specifications of the vehicle. As we can see, we do have the 1968 Tempest here with conditions of the body at 100%, the frame at 100%, the parts at 97%. Not totally certain why. If you have any ideas on that, please comment below. We do have the interior at 100%. So with that, let's check out the credits. For this 1968 Tempest, we do have a parts value of 49,464 credits at a body value of 19,000 credits. Performance parts value of 0 credits. Condition bonus of 14,292 credits. Buy price of 22,987 credits. Sell value of 82,756 credits. And a profit value of 59,769 credits. So with that, we do actually have one of these already in my parking garage, so I will be selling this one. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the like option on the bottom of the video. If you'd like to see more of this content, please feel free to click subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day. Right, so as we could say or see, I don't know.